Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and today we are back with some more of the Amazing Digital Circus, episode 5, Untitled. I basically know absolutely nothing about this, other than a very key thing that's probably going to happen in this episode, somehow, some way. Adrian, would you like to tell the people what that thing is?
We're recording this on Sunday, about 2 days after the episode came out.
Yep.
And I've just been bombarded with a bunch of fan art of, like, Jax in a maid outfit. It's been, like, haunting me. So, naturally, he's got to watch this,
Yeah, I dropped everything. I was supposed to go to my, little nephew's, fucking first birthday party, but I was like, nah, fuck you. You're not Jackson to make a costume. And yeah, and thus here we are. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I only saw it. I only saw that Jack's post once, and it was because of the glitches story. They just randomly had it, if I remember correctly. And I was like, okay, what the hell is about to happen in this episode that Jax just ends up in a maid costume? Like what? And actually, a lot earlier than we usually are. At this rate, I think it should be up by like Wednesday or something. Depending how the runtime ends up being, which is 25 minutes for this episode. Well, pretty standard. Also, the thumbnail doesn't really help us as well because it's just like everyone falling through something. So I'm guessing this doesn't really have a specific theme to it. It's just like random stuff, maybe like a compilation of things that they do. And it's not just like one set theme for the whole adventure. Like the Candy Kingdom we visited, like the Spudsy thing. It's probably going to be like a compilation of multiple things we're going to do throughout this episode. If the thumbnail is to be believed. Anything you want to add, Adrian, before we start?
Oh yeah, this is Jax's episode.
Oh yeah, you're right. It is.
Other than that, I have nothing else to say.
Okay. But also, if Adrian's mic sounds weird, or you can actually hear him for once, it was because he got a mic.
Yeah.
We were testing out his new mic, so hopefully it does sound better. We'll see once I edit this. We'll continue to tweak it if it needs to be tweaked.
Hopefully you guys can actually hear me now.
Exactly. So hopefully that fixes that issue. And yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it. The Amazing Digital Circus, episode 5, Untitled. Alright, let's see what they've been cooking up.
You're
not getting audio?
The screen volume.
Oh, hold up.
There you go.
It wouldn't be a Two Idiots video if we didn't have audio. If we didn't have an issue. 8 seconds into the video.
It all started with the rhino and the red bill.
What was that say? I didn't get to it. Where were they at?
It sure could have gone better, but I'm sure the next adventure will be less, wet.
Oh, under the sea.
Can you help me count my eggs before they hatch?
Oh, yeah, of course. Wait,
What?
Yeah, like
Looks like that.
You're not gonna question it?
Ragatha charm is starting to wear off, huh?
what? The heck was that?
Looks like this one was a home run, eh?
Oh, Zubul, you mismatched cash piano, I'll tear you to pieces. Constructive criticism would be greatly appreciated.
My God.
But never acknowledged.
That's it. Everybody besides Zubul, get over here. Everyone,
Okay.
I'm going to pitch to you some future adventure ideas. And I'm going to ask you to give me your honest opinions on them.
I was gonna sleep.
Alright, so I've got an adventure where you all tour my amazing magic chocolate factory and get killed off one by one from OSHA violations. One where a sentient vascular system goes to war against the United States military, and one how to survive in a post-apocalyptic nuclear wasteland with a telepathic talking dog who's mean to you the whole time. What do you think?
What?
I don't know. They all sound a little, dark.
I can't tell a compelling story where nothing bad happens. Where's the intrigue? The stakes?
Not to mention the sex appeal.
What are you talking about?
You know, you can always try the suggestion box again. I honestly didn't hate the last one we did with it.
You didn't hate it?
It was kind of refreshing doing something grounded in reality.
Yeah, I really didn't mind that one either.
What about the rest of you?
I very much did not enjoy that
back
one.
on.
If we ever do anything even close to that again, I'm getting violent,
normally
and I'm
never
going
say.
to kill Ragatha.
Well, how
I'm
am I?
getting violent. Wow.
All like different things.
Thank you,
Maybe
Jax.
just keep your adventures open at all times and let us do whatever we want when we want.
Are you hearing this, Bubble? The Toy Box character wants us to leave the
The Toy Box character?
for a prolonged period of time.
Disgusting.
Am I What did you even zip up? I don't have a mouth.
Okay, well, how about this?
That's true, actually.
Lightning round. Going through all the suggestions in the suggestion box in
Oh, okay.
rapid succession. And if you don't like one,
Well, that
you
explains
can
the Untitled
unfollow or
episode.
Skip it.
What?
Oh,
Like,
okay.
like now?
That's right. So grab your bones and pop your pansies, cause here we go!
We just finished an adventure!
Okay. Ooh, like a little safari or a forest.
We're off in the safari.
I swear to God.
Poacher's paradise.
Your suggestions.
Hi everyone. In today's
Ah, that's where we get
Approach everything,
Jack's with a
I'm
gun.
going to be hunting the critically endangered red ribbon rhinoceros. Just like Mom
Wow.
used to make.
Just like Mom used to make. Okay.
Ah.
Nice shot. I like imagine like the Wii announcer, the Wii bowling announcer that.
He's feasting. Why is Zubo an ostrich?
One down, four to go.
Alright, I'm calling a vote. Let's skip this one. And also make Jax a vegan.
I don't know,
for
that's a
the rest of the
flamingo.
day.
You can't do that. What do you mean you can do that?
Sorry, Jack.
What?
Democracy has spoken.
Democracy sucks.
Okay.
Wait, what? Why me?
President Pomni.
President Pomni.
Oh my God, are these all gonna be Jax's ideas?
This doesn't seem too bad. She's just the president now.
Looks like there are some new developments in the ongoing war between Australia
Ragatha
and
and
New
Zubo.
Zealand. We may need to take in some
What?
refugees. What do you think?
Well, how do you know what to do? What?
Didn't you get the brief?
I am just being here. You're doing great, Pomni.
Come down here for a second.
Okay.
We all got briefs on our characters. I'm your assistant.
Is
I
that
see.
a baby headlamp?
Didn't you get one too? I figured we were all on the same page here. But if not, you're gonna have to tap into those golden improv skills.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh yeah, I didn't give you one because I wanted to see what you do.
Thanks. Appreciate
Okay.
Appreciate it.
I'm not Jax.
No way, no way.
I'm an Australian extremist, and I've come to detonate this bomb that'll release all the world's deadliest spiders into. Did I pick a bad time?
Wow.
His acting is phenomenal. It's hard to believe he's vegan.
What? What does that have to do with anything?
Don't worry, President. Believe you can do this.
There's centipedes there, too.
Just be sure you know what you're doing.
There's centipedes in there too.
Which wire do I cut?
Follow your heart.
You stay out of this.
The purple one.
Arrested or something?
Hey, I'm on your side here.
You're literally not.
Come on, just pick your favorite color.
Like the
Wait, hold up.
red one?
What's up?
I personally
I like how Kinger said at the beginning there's a war against Australia and New Zealand, and then you have Jax, the Australian, attacking the U.S. What?
Yes. Keep up with the lawyer, Adrian. Jeez. What is
Is
the
America
issue?
like
What is
the
the
ally
issue
of New
here?
Zealand? What did New Zealand even do?
I know, you tell me, Adrian. I like how fucking Ragatha and Zuma just have like those fucking shades on. They don't even have suits
never
on,
know
just
what
the
we're thinking.
shades. Just the shades.
I love using sunglasses inside, you know?
Me too.
You're literally
I always
not.
take them out when I go outside though. Wouldn't want them to get dirty, you know?
Like the red one?
I'd personally go with blue. Blue's my favorite color, it being closest to black and all.
Me too, bud.
Would black be your favorite color then?
Well, no, there's no black wire.
I'm a New Zealand extremist, and I don't know what New Zealanders
They're both attacking the
threaten
US.
people with.
Nice.
No.
I'll be right back after these messages. Hello, Bubble.
Okay.
Understandable, half day. What? Okay.
What is this?
I wonder whose suggestion was this.
This has to be
What is
Ragatha's,
this?
right?
I don't like
Ragatha, I think this is
These
fucking
definitely have one that's by someone else.
Could be Zub,
Yeah,
not
there's
Zubul.
Nothing more fun than being back in
fucking.
school.
Why am I
her
blinking?
name?
Why am I blinking?
Yeah, what's her name?
Why- Gango, there you go. I don't know why I was blinking
Gangle,
on her
yeah, there you
name.
go,
That was really
Gangle.
Sorry, brain fart there. But yeah, this is clearly Gengo's. Like, just happy over there, scribbling away.
Back in school.
Just give it a chance, Jax. Jeez. There's nothing wrong with your suggestion.
Okay, yeah.
This was my suggestion.
I knew it. There's no way.
Pomni.
Yeah, it's a lucky guess.
Now she drags us all into one. She must be one of them, losers.
What?
Out of a moving truck.
All right, class. Today we're gonna learn the popular foreign language known as English.
This is boring. I vote we skip it.
Shut up. We're not skipping it.
Slice of life animes are the worst ones. It's embarrassing. I mean, I guess it's not as embarrassing as that time Gangle took an anime figure and...
That's fine.
What?
Secrets, boys, secrets.
Ooh, stargazing. This actually reminds me of the outro. You finally get to see it in that
True,
episode.
right?
Yeah.
Chilling for this one? Can I
Who
find
suggested
one?
this one? Probably
I
Gingo.
guess so, but...
I mean Gingo, probably Zubel.
Then why don't you help yourself to a sandwich?
Here.
Chocolate sandwich.
Do you think Gangle is actually capable of being happy?
What?
I don't know, like her comedy mask still breaks every day. Does she think hanging out with Zubel is gonna magically fix that?
Maybe. She
Oh,
just
why is
doesn't
it-
want to hang out with someone who's mean to
Okay,
her.
we're back.
You good?
I don't know, we're good, we're good.
Okay. That was such a random thing for Jax to just bring up all of a sudden. That was very interesting.
Yeah, right?
It felt like out of nowhere. Okay.
Zubel's gonna magically fix that?
Maybe. She just doesn't want to hang out with someone who's mean to her all the time.
She likes when I'm mean to her, though.
I didn't think you cared about what other people like.
I just... No, yeah, you're right. I don't.
Do you have any actual friends?
Not anymore. Wait, no.
What?
I'm sorry. I wasn't talking about that. That wasn't meant to be. Hey, Kinger! Did you see the fireflies all the way over there?
What?
What was that about?
It's nothing. Who cares? Doesn't she get on your nerves sometimes?
I mean, she's nice to everyone.
I don't know. I think she tries way too hard. Like, we're stuck in... Why are you always pretending everything's always fine? Like, if you tell someone they're loved and appreciated every day, it just kind of loses all meaning. It just feels like she's trying to take advantage of you, you know? I don't know. Oh, so she's dumb and she looks weird.
I think we all look weird.
Excuse you. This is what peak male performance looks like. My ears and tail are kind of the pinnacle of masculinity.
Wow.
Has a tail.
You don't have a tail?
What are you talking about? Yes, I do. What the? Where's my tail? How have I not have my tail?
I have never seen you
Robbed
with
him.
a
What?
tail.
When would that have even...
Alright, at some point he had a tail, I guess.
They
Oh.
do, don't they?
No, the
I
moon.
think after this, maybe we could.
Wait a minute, that's a bad thing.
Explain to Daddy Bubble how bad.
Wow.
I think that... Don't say that. I think they're enjoying the suggestion box adventures more than the me adventures. What should I do?
You should die. You should throw a beach party.
Why do you swear?
What the hell? Okay.
Ugh, forget it. Let's go to an intermission.
Why do you swear now?
Bubble swore before. Didn't Bubble swear before? I was
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
say what I was saying was that I could have sworn we heard Bubble swear before, so I don't know why he's acting surprised here.
Why do you swear now?
Also, when the movie popped up, I was all like, oh look, they're touching on this like one-off joke as from the pilot. Okay.
Hello,
Interesting.
Cain. I love you.
I have
Let's get out
yeah.
of here before the movie.
Look, it's frisky. I have many thoughts, but I'll share with them after the fact, because I'm sure we'll probably learn more stuff as we go. So let us continue.
Box adventures
That
more
Jack's
than the
word
me
drop was kinda
adventures.
crazy.
What should
I
do?
know, right?
You
This
should
is
die.
very
You should
interesting.
throw a beach party.
Why do you swear now? Ugh, forget it. Let's
Look
go
how
to an
shiny
intermission.
Bubble looks.
Let's say,
What?
yeah, he's a lot shinier.
Like the Bubble model got upgraded. Alright, this little remix. Feel like I'm watching a music video.
Inception.
No, intermission.
What?
Oh, see, nice. Oh, so any guesses of how many people are gonna try to make this be like, oh my gosh, this is a metaphor for so and so, but it's probably just like a goofy little compilation. Or who knows? Maybe it does have a meaning.
Whoever animated this segment, they had a lot of
What
fun
are we
with it.
doing right now?
Yeah.
We're intermissioning.
Why?
Okay.
And now back to the show.
Alrighty then. Ah, okay. This art style.
Tuesday.
Give me a whiskey sour, but hold the egg white since I'm a vegan. What? I hate this. How is this even possible?
Now it's hard if it's weird.
I could have made it way worse for you.
Well, I'm calling a vote to turn Zubul into a slug.
Everyone voted against that.
Hey there.
Woo! It's raining like the dickens out there.
Hey guys.
What?
It's raining hard, man.
Have a cosmopolitan.
Give me a corn cob blitz.
I'll throw something together.
You know your way around alcohol, huh?
Yeah, this was one of my suggestions. I worked at a bar briefly. I like making drinks.
Ah, okay. Fair enough.
I know there's an implication there, but I can't be fucked to figure it out.
So, Pomni, you ever have any jobs? Or are you too young for that?
I'm 25 years old. And yeah, I was an accountant for a supermarket chain.
A supermarket? How'd you end up here?
Well, I sometimes got bored of things, and I would seek out mild thrills like exploring abandoned buildings, you know, and posting videos of it online.
Ah, YouTuber.
Not really. Nobody watched them. It was just
Okay.
something I did for me.
Pomni lore.
Sometimes did that. I wouldn't record
YouTube
it,
is
though. Here's your
YouTube is
cosmo.
canon to the Digital Circus.
Hiding something.
You'd know all about that, wouldn't you? What's your story then?
Ah, I thought you'd never ask. Well, after my lung cancer diagnosis, me and my junkie associate from a chemistry class I used to teach.
I figured. How about you, gang?
Hey, I wasn't done.
If you're gonna make shit up, at least be creative about it. I know what you're referencing.
Was that a reference to something?
Breaking Bad.
Wow, I just got it. I was like, wait, what? I thought he was
Breaking
being
Bad.
serious, but yeah, god damn
I was
it.
in community college for graphic design, but I dropped out. I didn't really pursue art much after that.
Hey, I'm always down to make art
Interesting.
together if you want.
Oh, I didn't know you were an artist too, Zubul.
Yeah, I was a tattoo artist for a couple years.
A bartender and a tattoo artist? You're killing me here, Zuby.
What do you mean when you say that? Do you have like an actual point, or are you just talking?
I'm just having fun. I forgot you hate fun.
Fun isn't the thing I hate.
But what the hell?
I guess I'll go now.
What happened?
Hey, George.
Jeez, where to
Yep.
start?
Is that the audio or does it just sound like that?
Right? I noticed that too. Did you see me raise my volume?
Okay.
Like, it just sounded really low all of a sudden, right? Like, I didn't
Yeah,
touch
okay.
anything. I just became really low for some reason. I think that was the video.
Wait, go back
mean-
a few seconds.
Yeah, I can
just to make
raise it
sure,
up
'cause-
if you want. Because
I'm
I
sorry,
swear to
guys,
God,
we-
it was
this
really
one-
nice, and then all of a sudden it just went really quiet for some reason.
Yeah, right.
It was very
Like,
strange.
I'm sorry, but like we have so many technical issues with Discord. We just have to make sure.
We generally don't know if that was the video or not. Okay, hold on.
Pursue art much after that.
No, the audio
I'm
sounds
always down to
fine.
make art together if you want.
Yeah, right?
Oh, I didn't know you were an artist too, Zubul.
I'll raise it up a
Yeah,
little
I
bit
was a
just in
tattoo
case,
artist
but
for a couple years.
A bartender and a tattoo artist? You're killing me here, Zuby.
What do you mean when you say that? Do you have like an actual point, or are you just talking?
I'm just having fun. I forgot you hate fun.
Fun isn't the thing I
Okay,
hate.
sounds normal again now.
I guess
It was very
I'll
strange.
go now. Oh, jeez, where to start? I was born into a fairly wealthy family. We had a large property with horses and chickens, and my mother.
that explains last episode.
Well, my mother was a lot. I worked in real estate for a bit until I ended up here. I'm sure she doesn't miss me. certainly don't miss the yelling, braiding, and guilt tripping, and the... Yeah, just kind of a farm girl. Nothing too out of the ordinary.
And no point in asking Kinger, because there's no way he remembers anything. Never better.
Do you guys know about his wife?
Huh? My what? Oh.
Did they put an actual chord on this drink?
What the hell?
Okay.
What?
What?
Disappearing guy. That's
Oh.
what he does.
I see.
Alrighty then.
From a previous adventure?
Yeah, God, Pomni, you didn't know that?
Bobby's face.
By the way, Pomni, sorry about the whole president thing. I just thought it'd be funny.
Are you apologizing? What's happening?
Just ignore
Can you
him.
pause it?
Okay.
It's not the video itself. I'm having audio problems now. Hold up.
I think the alcohol is starting to hit Jax. Who knows? I guess we'll see.
It's really starting to hit him.
Are you apologizing? What's happening?
Just ignore him.
Apology accepted. I guess.
Wow, the first steps of a budding friendship. Right, Ragatha?
Hey, Pomni. Remember when Cosmo smashed me against the walls and I got all jumbled up? All things considered, that was pretty funny, right?
No, not really.
That was terrifying.
No, sorry. That was probably pretty traumatic for you.
Remember when you got high at McDonald's and told Gangle to kill herself? Oh, that was funny.
What?
Did not say that. I think.
I don't remember that.
No, of course I didn't. I am still so sorry about that, Gangle. I would never have said anything like that if I didn't get that stupid sauce in my eye.
Jeez, Raggy, just let yourself be mean sometimes. Funny.
Yeah, constantly tormenting.
That's not mean. That's just straight up terrible. That's a terrible thing to say.
Way too seriously. What is this? Why'd you do that? Can you get that thing away from me?
Are you afraid of corn?
No. Who's afraid of corn?
On board! Let's go to the next adventure!
You're not even a part of.
The next one will be a corn maze.
Oh, that would have been great.
Gentlemen,
Oh, doing this now?
beautiful night for a game, right, Bubble? We've got
Nice. That was Bubbles' game face.
big tops.
What?
Go.
I'm evil Pomni.
Wow.
Coach Dictator here.
Hi, guys. I'm evil.
The evil one.
He's just a shy, like nervous Jax.
Is that part of the crew?
That wasn't in my suggestion.
Why don't I get it even?
Yeah. What?
But first, let's welcome our
Okay.
special guest, here to sing the American National Anthem.
How bad is this gonna be?
NPC guy. Or girl. Oh, guy. This is a disappearing guy.
Brilliant.
Beautiful.
I almost shed a tear. A
I
centipede.
shed several tears. Oh yeah, the centipede one.
I may not know what's going on, or who is going on, or when is going on, or why is going on, but I do
Who's
know
turning on?
where is going on. And it's out on that field, so let's go break some tailbones, team.
Hey, guys. I hope we all have a fun game, no matter who ends up winning. I want to kill that guy.
Well, hello, stupid Gaza.
figured as
I
much.
hope you're ready to get completely annihilated. No,
I can already tell the voice actors had a fucking field day with their evil selves.
we can't exactly die. It's like the whole thing here.
Check this shit out. You're out, dumb.
Damn it.
Get owned!
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
She's cool. Wait, what's that? What the heck? Who did
Wow, that's how that happened.
Get him.
Wow.
back?
I like how Poverty voted against that.
Like this, though!
Seems fitting for you, though. I figured you'd be.
I'm near a real
What's
one.
that mean? What's that supposed to mean?
I figured you'd be into this.
I forgot you hate fun.
I don't want to
Wow.
this.
Could get naked.
I have never seen you
Pause.
this upset about something.
Boss.
I'm gonna kill you when this is over.
Let's see what you're made of.
This better be an old skin if we ever get like an indie platformer.
You look good.
I don't want to hear that.
It better.
You dead.
Don't worry.
Well, guess there's no more ball. We're done.
Wait, I got
What is that, like a foul? I don't know anything about baseball.
It went behind him, I think. So yeah.
Well, it's just the perfect regulation softball size. We're not playing baseball here.
Wow. Wow.
Okay.
Wait, Jax!
They gave him an advantage.
No.
What is going on?
Let us continue. You ever play that Mario baseball game on the Wii? This is what it reminds me of.
Wait,
I have
Jax,
seen it actually.
what about
I actually
where
Wii
is
Sports though.
going
I can
on?
at least.
Yeah, yeah.
Can't believe I hit it.
Classic right there.
I'm supposed to be better than that. Sorry. I should be a better sport.
Not to, like, agree with Jax or anything, but there's nothing wrong with showing your negative emotions. That's pretty normal.
I don't know. I don't want to be a jerk or anything.
I think we all need to be a jerk sometimes.
Maybe. Who knows?
Who knows?
Cain, we need a ball here.
Oh,
Jax, we have a ball now. What are you doing?
See ya. Whoops, I missed. Oh darn, I'm out.
Having fun?
Oh, you know it. Oh look, Gangle's up to bat. How do you think this is gonna go?
Would you stop trying to force her to act like you?
Oh yeah, I should force her to be happy all the time instead, right?
Well, it's better than turning her into some insensitive jerk who deflects everything.
I can think for myself, guys.
Hey, I ain't forcing anything on you.
And then you just act like you never do anything wrong and everybody loves you, when in reality you just fuck everything up for everyone else!
Okay, let's, like, calm down a bit.
What? You're the one who said it's fine to be a jerk sometimes! Ugh. I'm sorry, Pomni. That wasn't very cool of me.
It's fine.
No apologies for me? This is so sad.
I'm sorry, Jax. For bringing up that thing earlier.
So, you wanna talk about that?
I'm in a maid outfit. What do you think?
I just realized they're baseball. What the hell was that?
The cat jump.
Yeah, like a cat
Home
jump.
run?
Really?
They're called the big tops. That's funny. Wow.
Instructions helped me a lot.
Oh, the audio shit's
Huh.
happening again.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, hold up.
Hey, Gingo hit a home run. What the hell? Okay.
Neil's home run was so powerful it ruined my audio.
It disrupted the sound frequency through their world and into ours.
Okay, I think we should
Put her in a
begin now.
death battle. She solos Goku.
Oh, with Goku.
All right.
The sound frequencies are just too much to bear.
Your instructions helped me a lot.
Huh.
Can you give me my eye back? Joke's on you. I've already forgotten what you're talking about.
wowee!
Another home run.
What? Okay.
Nice going, Zubul. All right, Pomni, you're up.
Hey, Ragatha. You wanna bat for me instead?
I
Get the
guess I
anger out,
could,
you know?
if you really don't want to.
Think of it as a second chance to show him who's boss.
Yeah.
Bazowie Zoo-wee-wah! Another home run! And that makes 3
Zooey
home
Mama?
runs in a row! The Big Tops win!
That's not how softball works.
Well, that's how my softball works. We're done! Hooray!
Man, we didn't
It
even
just
get to
melted away.
bat.
You did it, Ragatha! We won!
I mean, I guess.
Good job. Whatever you did.
What?
Oh yeah.
My presence alone won us this fight.
Huh? Oh cool. I'm not a vegan anymore.
Just like that.
Wait, what are you?
He's gonna eat him.
Well, I hope we all
Interesting.
learned that suggestion box ideas are actually not fun at all, and Cain's ideas are much better.
Well, some of them were pretty okay.
I kind of liked the low stakes ones.
I thought the first two were awesome. The rest, eh. Oh yeah, Pomni. I can show you that thing in the hall I was talking about.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Was that the thing we saw scurry off in the beginning? The NPC?
It disappeared.
Were those eyes that look like... They're full of realistic eyes in the background. Interesting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I figured that was going to be towards the end. Already has 1.5 million likes, I just realized. They made a maid outfit Jax plus.
Of course, they made it a blush. Of course.
Wow. And a figure.
They made it an animating.
Yeah. Nice. Ooh, and a mug. Wow, they're just really leaning hard into this. Alrighty then. I'm glad we actually got this in the actual show. That was pretty cool. The first thing that pops up is the fucking Maid Jax plushie. That was the Amazing Digital Circus episode 5, Untitled. Wow, what an episode. One of the episodes of all time. So as we get ready to look at these new things, new items, as we always do with the glitch store, let's just start. Well, actually, no, let's just get this. Oh, ooh, the flash sale. Okay. All right, let's see what we got new. We got some animes from the Costume Adventures. Nice, nice, nice. The fucking Gango one. Wait, are these like sold as a trio? Or is that just like some of them that you can get custom? Oh yeah, that's specifically for this wave. Okay, let's see what they have. Pomni,
Business
Jax.
Pomni. Oh, President Pomni, I mean.
Yeah. Kinger. Fucking Cain. Ragatha. There's Kinger. Gangle. Yep.
Barzubal. Okay.
And Cough Small. Interesting. And then a special one. What is that? It looks like Pomni's little like hat. Like jester hat.
I think it is Pomni.
Oh, maybe this is when she was like, this is when they were
from episode 2. No, was it 4?
Maybe,
no,
but also I think it might be Pomni when she was like under the sea or something, because this kind of looks like kelp to me, at least. You know what I mean? But this whole thing is kind of throwing that off. I don't know.
I think if you go back, you can actually see what it looks like.
Oh, you mean
like
this right here? Or where?
No. Like hit back on the website.
Oh.
I swear to God, I saw it for a second.
I swear to God. Well, fucking. Let me put on my battery saver before my shit dies.
I think either the first or second option. Don't click on it. I think just like hover over it.
This?
Swear to God, I saw it. I guess not.
Just literally nothing. Does that say 102? Oh, well, is that like? Oh, that's a box set. I think that's if you buy all the boxes. Yeah, that's the box setup though. Okay. Of course, we got the Maid Jax plush. We got the Spudsies Gangle plush. Look at that, beautiful. We got a Ragatha enemy, a vinyl record for Digital Circus, a stargazing shirt. Nice. Digital Circus anime stationery set, which is basically just a notebook with pencils, some stickers. Nice. The sliding volt pin, that's cool. The big top softball hats, nice. Maid Jax mug, and I think that's all the new releases. Yeah, and then this is just the old stuff. Okay, nice. Oh wow, did I not see this? I What? How did I miss this? The Cain varsity jacket. That's cool. I don't know how I glanced over that. Okay. Nice. So of course, as always, if this looks remotely interesting to you, make sure to check out Glitch's store, to check them out and help fund this Digital Circus and other future animated pilots in the future.
Yeah.
But yeah. As for the episode, there is a lot to digest here. Actually,
A lot to take in.
a lot to take in. Do you want to start things off, or you want me to kind of say what I overall thought of this? Okay, I'm gonna
Obviously,
hit
the
with an
big
ad.
one was that Jax had a friend. Obviously.
Yes, that was definitely a lore revelation there. Do we think that it's Cosmo, or do you think it's someone else? Cosmo, I would say. Cosmo.
Well,
Or
I
is
feel
what
like if
the
it was
fuck?
Cosmo, they would have said it.
True. It is true. Because if I remember correctly, did he go for, he didn't say any words to it. But was he there? Did he say some words? I don't think he said the words in his funeral, right? In the pilot.
He just looked. He just looked at. Well, wait. Well, can you say it again?
Well, when they were having the ceremony for Cosmo, did he say he didn't say some words, right? But he just looked really sad.
He did walk away. Yeah.
Yeah, he walked away, right? So it's very
Yeah.
interesting that I wonder if he I wonder if they were talking about him. But that is a good point to bring up as well. That why not just name drop him if they were talking about him?
He did also apparently leave his bowling ball in Cosmo's room. So.
True, but I if I remember correctly, because that was a couple episodes ago. Oh wait, no, that was last episode actually. Right? Was that last episode? Was that a couple episodes before? I don't remember, but
ball?
when that happened, yeah, when he's like, "Oh, I left my bowling ball here." That was in the
No,
that in the pilot? That was in the pilot, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I read that more as a joke that he just stole something from the room, but I could be wrong. I could be misremembering. But regardless, yeah, he had someone close. Whether that do we think also I was gonna bring up, do we think that was someone he actually met in the Digital Circus, or was that something part of his backstory before his life in the Digital Circus? Because it could be also something tragic that happened to his friend, when he was in the real life, outside of the Digital Circus. So I'm curious if that friend, whatever happened to that friend, that happened in the Digital Circus or outside of it.
Well, I mean, he said himself that he was diagnosed with lung cancer, right? And then he had his junkie friend,
This is
No, I'm just
true.
kidding.
It took me a minute to realize what he was referencing. It wasn't until they were like, you gotta come up with something more original. I know what you're referencing. Is when I was like, wait, what? And then I was like, oh.
After Zubo said that, I know what you're referencing.
Yeah.
I put it together in my mind.
That's
I was
when it clicked for
lung
me
cancer,
too.
Junkie?
Yeah.
Breaking Bad.
You beat me to it. I was like, no way they said Breaking Bad. That's funny.
There's no way they made a Breaking Bad reference.
Breaking Bad reference in my Digital Circuit. But yeah, that is a very interesting, very interesting lore drop. Also, I know that we got a lot of Jax things, but I liked how we sprinkled in some lore of other characters, fleshing them out, and actually finally get to get bits and pieces of their lore and stuff, with Ragatha, Gangle, Zubul. They used to be a bartender and a tattoo artist, which was pretty cool. And yeah, so that was really cool to finally know and get more insight on their backstories and stuff. Which makes sense because this is episode 5, so we're already in the second half of the series. So I'm glad we're finally starting to get some more reveals on that front. This was very interesting. The whole when Jax all of a sudden just started to talk about Ragatha and her up to attitude and stuff. That kind of came out of nowhere. They were all kind of just chilling, and then he just kind of brought it up front and center, which was really interesting. Also, the idea of Jax being in the extreme and more towards the end of mean spirited and stuff like that, and Ragatha's the complete opposite, being trying to be more joyful and nice to everyone. It's very interesting to see him because obviously with those two different personality traits, they're obviously gonna clash with one another. And it was interesting seeing Pomni being in the middle of that and trying to calm them down and stuff. So yeah, that was interesting. I wanted to go back to this section particularly.
Also, I just realized he probably left Costco. Probably left
Costco, yeah.
Probably left Cosmo's funeral because it reminded him of his friends.
His friend? You think so?
I think that's it.
Maybe that would make sense as well. If it was like a funeral ceremony, maybe he got flashbacks of that.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I forgot I muted it because.
I don't know.
Also, I love the entire bar scene. I love that scene so much. That's so cool.
Yeah, that was my favorite like scene from this whole episode. Just like that, them chilling, talking about their backstories, their banter between one another. It was really interesting.
And also, I think I could be wrong, but I think like a common way a lot of people establish characters is like with a bar scene basically, and like whatever drink they get like reflects their personality. I think like
that is a
don't
thing.
quote me on that. Yeah.
No, that's a
Yeah,
thing.
right?
Yeah, that's a thing. When I think about bar scenes in general, usually it's like the beginning of like an adventure or something, or like a tavern. That's a very like is it stereotypical? But like a very like iconic location where you like the characters meet. They talk about things. That's how you establish their personalities and stuff. So yeah, it's a very like well known trope. There you go, trope. It's a very well known trope in media, not just in shows but in movies as well. And yeah, and there are things like depending on what kind of drink they have, you can tell from their personalities and stuff. So yeah, that's very much a thing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That aesthetic, just
I
like
wish-
the early like 50s 60s aesthetic, was pretty cool too.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna say
So
something.
we found out Jack is scared of corn. Very funny.
It's the most important takeaway from this whole episode. Nothing else matters. Well, except for Majax.
You already know like You already know that Zubul is gonna make like a suggestion to have like a corn
a
maze.
corn maze, please. That would be awesome.
Well, I don't know, because Cain does not like the suggestion box at all.
True. Also, I did want to talk about Cain too. Like, the whole Cain and Bubble interaction was like, oh, they're not gonna like my suggestions anymore. Like, what should I do? And then like Bubble just randomly saying, oh, you should kill, and then it like glitches out and like corrects itself. That was so weird. Like, I don't know if that was meant to be just like a random like joke
thing.
or whatever, like a throwaway thing that doesn't have any meaning. But that just feels really weird.
He's never been like that direct before, you know?
No, and that's just a mean spirited thing to say. You know what I mean? Like, it's so random. Like, it caught me off guard.
Yeah.
And that was like the second time someone mentioned that. Like, because apparently Ragada said that to Gingo when she was like high off the fucking stupid sauce. So it's like,
It
it's
was
interesting.
called the stupid sauce. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, it was called the stupid sauce. So it's very interesting that got brought up twice, and especially that one in particular, because the other one was more like the other one made like like there was like an explanation towards it, like it happened during like, I guess when we were looking at that, but apparently that happened. But the one with the cane and stuff is really interesting because he's not like at least up to this point, I think, he's not like a person or anything. He's like an AI. So it's really interesting that like why would the AI be like telling itself to do that? Like what? That's so weird. It was just a really weird interaction in general. So I wonder if we're gonna ever get like clarification on that. But that's like a really like interesting moment that just like really caught my attention because it was like so random, and I felt like it came out of nowhere. And I feel like there's definitely some implications there of like, I don't know, the AI just having like self-doubt or something. There's something there is what I'm trying to say. And I think that's definitely something that's gonna be theorized. I'm very curious to see other people's like thoughts on that. That was really weird.
And also, apparently Cain does have the power to manipulate their minds a bit.
Yeah, right? Yeah, because he said, "Oh, you're a vegan." He turned Jax to a vegan, which was really funny. But also the implications of that like he's like, "Oh yeah, it can be." What did he order? He ordered a drink.
But he couldn't hold the white egg.
Yeah, hold the white egg because he's vegan. And he said like, "Wait," and he immediately regretted that. Like, no, why did I say that? Which is really interesting.
Yeah, that was interesting to me. Like he immediately like noticed.
Yeah, notice that. Wait, no, I wouldn't say that. Which is really interesting. So Cain can control to minds to a certain extent because he immediately was like, "What? No."
I guess he can only do that through the vote system.
Maybe. But this is Cain that we're talking about, so I feel like if he really wanted to, he could just do that whenever he feels like it.
Yeah, right.
So I don't know. That is
I don't
very
know.
interesting to bring up, Adrian.
There's so much to theorize with this one episode.
A lot. They're finally giving us a lot to like chew on here. Which, to be fair, they have. At least starting from like episode 3, with Kinger's like really
Yeah.
backstory and stuff. They're really giving us a lot to chew on. In between the episodes. But especially this one, I think there's gonna be definitely a lot to theorize.
Breaks every day. Does she
Also,
understand?
oh yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. I do this every time we react to an episode of Digital Circus, but already immediately way better than episode 2.
That episode 2, yeah, I mean, it just keeps getting better and better. I think they finally found out what they were what they wanted to do with this show, where they were gonna take the characters and the story. Which, granted, that was already planned out. I think you told me, right? The series already planned out.
Yeah. Which is
but I
good
think-
because then they
yeah.
won't be like swayed by like fan comments or fan theories.
Yeah, or like getting an unnecessary season 2 or something like that. But yeah, I agree. It's just getting like really better and better with because you still have that like zaniness to it that we come to know with Digital Circus, but it's more complemented with the like the grounded storytelling and like the character building and the character arcs that these characters are going towards, which is really good. They definitely balance that a lot better as they go on with each installment. It looks like it was really interesting to see like this part where it was like, does she think hanging out with like Zubo is gonna magically fix that? It was really interesting that like, well, even Pomni pointed out like, oh, you care what like other people like think of you to like an extent, or you care about like others to an extent as well. It's really interesting to hear his perspective on things and kind of like get a and getting a like a closer look of what he like thinks and how he operates, which I thought was really interesting.
Gonna magically fix that?
Maybe she just doesn't want to hang out with someone who's mean to her all the time.
She likes when I'm mean to her, though.
I didn't think you cared about what other people like.
I just... No, yeah, you're right. I don't.
Yeah, that whole like that whole dilemma that he has, but like he cares what other people think, but not that much. It's like he's come like he's like, it's like what Ragada said. He's very reflective. It seems like, and like standoffish, which probably comes to like what he like. Maybe he doesn't want to get too attached to people because he lost like a friend before, so he's all like, "What's the point?" When they could be easily taken away, or they might leave someday. Which is kind of funny because it feels like Ragatha also suffers kind of something like that. Because like, especially towards the ending of this, we're jumping around through the episode, but before I forget, like where the, like Jax was like, oh yeah, you can like even this actually, even like this whole thing, where like they were walking away and Gango, Kinger, and Zubo were walking one way, and then Jax and Pomni were walking the other way, and she was kind of just standing there. I feel like she also feels like one day they'll like disappear or something, or maybe they won't, like they'll leave her or something like that. I feel like she's also facing something similar to that extent as well, which I thought was interesting.
I just think that maybe like well, obviously in a world like this, nobody wants to be forgotten. It's a really scary thought.
Yeah.
I think that's like part of it, at least for both of them.
Yeah, it's just interesting that both of them, characters that are supposed to like on the surface a complete polar opposite to each other, have that one thing in common, which is really interesting. Which, to be fair, Ragatha's thing could be come from like her mom or parents. Well, it seems like specifically her mom, not giving her the attention or like the accolades she deserves, like always being demanding of something more. So that could stem from that.
Also, everyone's gonna start shipping Jax with that evil Pomni.
Well, for real, God, I didn't even think about that. I'm sure that's already like, I'm sure there's artwork of that already.
People already been drawing Jax maid. We're gonna see some fan art of evil Pomni with fucking Jax.
It's only a matter of time.
Artists, you know what to do.
Artists, you know what to do. It's like the Avengers Endgame thing where all the artists are coming together.
Yeah.
All for this, they're all united. Not only against the AI, but this common goal of drawing that specific shit or fan art.
They should have a contest for that. It'd be hilarious.
That's funny. Also,
Easily,
this
I think
yeah,
so
what's
far this is probably my. No, I really like the Kinger episode. The Kinger episode's really fucking good.
The Kinger episode was really good.
I think this episode is my second favorite.
Oh yeah, I think so too. It would be this one. It would be the Kinger one, and then episode 5, and then Spudsies. For me.
Can you say that again?
It would be the episode 3, then episode 5, and then episode 4. It would be my top 3.
For me, from worst to best, episode 2, then 1, then 4, then 5, and then 3.
Yeah, I think that's pretty understandable. This was really cool. This was just a nice little bit here. This is where we got the backstories and stuff. Also, no one else knowing about Kinger's like backstory and his wife is interesting because I feel like before she got abstracted, she would have met everyone else, right? Hello?
Oh yeah, right? Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Okay. I thought I lost connection here. Yeah, right? You would think that they would know her. But like when Pomni mentioned that, well, at least Jax was surprised. I don't know if we saw everyone else's reaction. Hold on, let me get to that point. Well, I can't find the part, but there was the part where like Pomni mentions it. And at least Jack was surprised. I can't remember if like it showed everyone else's reaction to that. But I just thought that was interesting.
Like, or Ragatha crashes out, or
oh no, like when she mentions it, like, oh, did you guys know about like Kinger's wife? Because I think someone said like, oh, we don't need to share like Kinger's backstory because he's just crazy, or he doesn't remember
Kinger
anything.
was talking.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it, but for whatever reason I can't find it. That was also really like a fucking random lore revelation that happened apparently.
Jeez, Raggy, just let yourself be mean.
Raggy.
Sometimes.
I didn't even catch that the first time. That's kind of funny. Kinger's face in the background, just like no thoughts behind those eyes.
No, who's afraid of corn?
Wow, I couldn't find it. What the fuck? That's weird. But anyways, yeah, I just thought that was interesting. Anything else that I wanted to talk about? The evil versions, the pep talk with Jackson, Ragatha. I think we covered a pretty decent amount of things that we wanted to talk about. I'm really curious to see what the theories are gonna sprout from this episode, because like I said, I think there's a lot to theorize with this one, in particular with Jackson, Ragatha. So yeah. Other than that, do you want to add anything else before we wrap this up, Peter?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay. Well, with that was another amazing episode from the Amazing Digital Circus. And yeah, like we mentioned before, this just keeps getting better and better with each installment, which you love to see. And I hope that streak continues. They said that, I think if I remember correctly, they mentioned that it's not the next episode's not gonna take as long to release. So
I can see it coming out in like August.
Yeah, I can see that as well. Because we got like before they even showed us screenshots of this episode, way back. I remember when like they teased the baseball thing and stuff like that. So that was so surely the other episode is just like around the corner, almost done.
Yeah.
So I'm sure this will keep people.
Hello guys, it is me, the back comp diver, and please like and subscribe because if you're no green card, I'm illegal as shit.